Hey YouTube viewers, welcome back to another miners tutorial. Here to show you my setup that I personally use for Rebirth. Now, I have some items that get me some money pretty quick, and so I'm going to go ahead and put one of those items down. It's the Unium mine. So I'll place one of those Unium mines down, and now there's no specific value to these mines. You just place them down in a nature's grip, and this is another Rebirth item. You make sure I just put one in there. See, I didn't put it in very well because they're spilling out all over the place, so just want to make sure that you get the spout centered directly. You can see I was at 500 quad. I'm already in the quints. Really effective item to make money quickly here. So let's go ahead and run you through my setup. Here I have the Big Bertha. This makes your ore times 12 if you have the right height of ore that drops into this purple part of it, or if you have an ore cannon shooting into it. I don't like ore cannons. I don't find them that effective, so I just use two Newtonian mines on both left and right side. I haven't started it because I wanted to show you guys this before I put the Newtonian mines in. Now, I only have 3 Flaming Schrodingers. At max, I would use is all my Schrodingers. Flaming Schrodingers have a better chance of letting the ore through than the regular ones, so I just wanted to use 4. Works well for me. So I use 1 regular and 3 flaming, send them into my teleporters, which then takes me into my portable ores. And the reason why I use my percentages before any of my actual value, like ×2 or ×4 modifiers, is I want to get the percentages as high as possible. So I have my portable ores going into my professional upgraders, my orbital upgraders, my zappers, and then I have an ore illuminator. This makes it ×5. Only it's valued ×5 if it hasn't been upgraded or touched for 5 seconds. So I put 7 of the conveyor ramps in, because 7 is the value. I've tested it. 6 doesn't work, 7 is the value. And once it goes through 7, it drops into the quantum ore cleaner ×4, and then all the 6 industrial wells to multiply it. The advanced scanners, and again I use advanced scanners because of size. If you want to use the bigger ones, fine. I just use them because of the size. Catalyst for another multiplier. And then here, this item right here, the Tesla. Tesla Resetter allows you to send the ore pack and get re-tacked on its value, and to get modified again. Without this item, this setup is not as effective. This one item right here, the Tesla, is what makes this all work. And you're going to see. So pay attention to where my value of the money is now. I'm going to go ahead and put my Newtonian mines down. Go ahead and start this up. So you can see them dropping nicely, multiplying by 12 in the Big Bertha. Everything's going through the Schrodingers. And everything is coming out, starting to get upgraded. Now before I had some orbital trackers, you would be able to see the value. I didn't put my orbital trackers in. I guess if I really wanted to, I could take out the conveyor and put it in. I think it's just kind of fun because the orbital tracker goes away when you rebirth anyways, so I had them in my previous videos. I don't have them in this one. So everything's going to get upgraded right now, and then I have a reverse conveyor. So my green teleporter sends everything through the loop again. And when I push it and activate it, when I'm ready, it'll send it over to my furnace. So then I have my ore replicator to give me double more ore. I have a big blaster to multiply it, and I have a shield because sometimes the ore gets blasted to protect it. Then I have a Sage Redeemer. Now, Sage Redeemer will multiply everything by 40, just depending on if you've upgraded enough. And I think in this system, it does get upgraded enough. I'm not 100% sure, but you'll see the value of the ore very shortly as I wait to select through the system. It doesn't matter to me if it's 38 or 35 times amount or 30 times the amount. My ore gets upgraded pretty quickly and my money goes up even faster. And some people are pretty amazed at how it goes through. So, and you also have to watch sometimes when it goes back through the loop again, not all of the ore seems to make it fully through. So I'll wait here another little bit, go through. But again, these are the reborn items that I personally have. If you don't have all these items, try and make it work for you. Add in, if you don't have the Ore Illuminator, or you don't have the Quantum Ore Processor, or you don't have the Catalyst or the Tesla, make what works for you. Do the math. Do your math. If you don't have the Newtonium mines, use Unium mines, use anything. If you don't have Big Bertha, figure something out. This is just the setup that I've experimented with, that I keep. And again, this part right here, the end part, it doesn't change. It doesn't change for me. It always stays the same. And so, now that I think I have enough ore, I'm going to let this batch just go really quickly. Alright, so look now, we're about 80 quintillion, and I'm going to go ahead and send this to the furnace. So we're about 80 quintillion, and starting to hit my furnace. And you can just see, I had one moment where I was in Sextillion, and I've already jumped up to 7.5 Septillion. In one short video. We started the video at 500 quadrillion. I put the Unium and the Nature's Drift down, and then we were about 50 quintillion. Jumped up a little bit more to 80 quintillion as the setup goes, and now are at 8 septillion. This setup is going to work for a long time. This guy over here just rebirthed. And I'm actually about to rebirth as well. I'm about 1,000 times over my rebirth value. My rebirth value is 22.1. My ore limit always changes. I don't know if this is something that's wrong or doesn't wrong, but even if I wanted to max out my ore limit again, I have more than enough money for it. So, we'll go ahead and rebirth. So now I'd build up my whole base again and go from there. That's pretty much how I do my rebirth setups. If you guys have questions, put them in the comment section. Like the video, subscribe, help you all out as best as I can. Please feel free to ask questions. I really do want to make a good effort to, make myself available to you all and make your setups really effective. Check out my older videos if you're not quite at this stage, and go from there. So thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful, you found it educational, and that your setups now are a lot more effective. Have a good one.